Hi there, welcome to my channel. I'm GhostPrime, and I have here the Velocitron Speedia 500 collection, Diaclone Universe, Clampdown. That is a lot to say. Man, these titles are getting longer, aren't they? Remember when it was just like Kingdom this or Kingdom that? This is a long anticipated, at least for me, Clampdown. Now, I've always liked Clampdown. I unfortunately don't have that Generation 1 or Masterpiece or any other versions of this, actually. But I've been waiting for this ever since we got Deep Cover. And we knew this was a given, but it is an exclusive and a Walmart exclusive at that, which I hate exclusives. I really do. He's kind of tough to get if you didn't get the pre-order. So you just kind of got to be out there. I hope they just kind of start flooding, the stores with these. Because, I mean, they are selling. So hopefully Walmart has seen, hey, people like these and we're just going to get more. Pre-orders for these have been pushed back, at least mine has, until October, but I'm glad I found this in store and did not have to wait. He is a version of a Diaclone figure that came out that eventually became Red Alert and Transformers. Now, eHobby named this Clampdown back in, I think it was 2003 with their release, their re-release of the Diaclone version as a Transformer, named it Clampdown, and then there was a Masterpiece version also. Now we have a deluxe version. And honestly, I like him. I'm going to keep this video quick. So please like, subscribe, hit that thumbs up button. And without any further ado, let's get to the review. All right, and let's take a look at the box prior to me opening it. I love the way these looks. I really, really do. I think it really evokes that Generation 1 feel. The fact that they're in alt mode and presented in this window with the flap on top is wonderful and just kind of like hits those nostalgia buttons for me. I think this is funny that the line break should have been here after 500. And collection should be Velocitron Speedia 500 collection, not 500 collection. I think that's funny. They kind of tried to fit it in there. But other than that, I love the way these look. I miss the cellophane, or the clear plastic, whatever it is. I missed that in the front. I wish they did have those, but overall, it's a great box design, and it's nice and compact. Anyway, so on to looking at the box. Here it is, just like all of them. We got the name down there, Diaclone Universe Clampdown. Legacy logo, a great rendering on the left-hand side. That's wraparound. And you got the image just inverse right there. On the back, robot mode to alt mode in 16 steps. And it's funny how this is an accessory. I wish they would have just glued it on top. On the very top, you have a CG rendering of the car there, and then a painted rendering of the car there. It looks like it's flying through space. So let's get this guy opened and out of the box and take a quick look at him. All right, having this guy opened up, he comes with all these accessories here and the robot, plus a set of instructions, which I have left in the other room. But I'm sure you guys know what instructions look like by now. So it's exactly the same gun that comes with Red Alert. It's molded in a black plastic. And he has the same one with Red Alert with the red missile here that's painted over white. And a light bar right here, and that light bar goes on the top of the car. Now I do want to mention something. So mine, actually you can see here, came with this scratch there and a scratch there. This paint is not, you see there's no shine on, it's not metallic, and it really, really needs another coat. It doesn't quite match up. I got a little bit of I guess overspray there. That one looks good. It's not done super clean, but that is something to be very careful about. This will scratch incredibly easy. Overall, though, I do like the dark smoky gray they used with plastic, and I'm glad they took this and made this white instead of black, because it really stood out on the other versions of this mold. It's got right there. Let's see if we get really close on that. Cybertron, looks like it has a Cybertron police badge. This is really nice tampo. Silver on the rims. And he says the same Cybertron with the Autobot symbol on the hood there. Blacked out, painted headlights. Got this design here for the Japanese police. Nothing really on the back there. Police on the side. So with that light bar, we all know what to do with it. just like Red Alert, it sticks in there. Also does become part of the weapon if you would like to go that route, just like the rest of them, by placing it on top of the gun, which I think is silly. And it will probably never leave right there. So this is what it looks like with the light bar attached. Rolls really well. Now mine doesn't seem to completely go flush the back there. No, it's not too big of a deal. But I think it looks pretty fantastic in this mode. I really do. You can attach these guns to side here, either side of these 5mm pegs, just like you can with Red Alert, which is exactly what this is, just in a different color. Let's do some comparisons with some of the other ones we've got. Okay, here we go. First up, let's go with his partner here, Deep Cover. You see how these two look together. These were originally sold as a set by eHobby. Of course, they were exactly the same mold. They're both Lamborghinis, so I don't mind them being different. Love the colorations on this one. And I do think they look pretty good together. Now here he is with his mold mate, Red Alert here. Red Alert actually has a lot more paint on him. If you take a look, especially in the back area here, you can see, and on the side here, there's more paint, a lot more paint showing up on Red Alert than there is on Clampdown here. But overall, I do like this. I think it still invokes the Diaclone or eHobby version pretty nicely, even with that, the less paint. Again, this has always been a big thing for me that sticks out. And I think they did a good job fixing that there. I'm really glad they did. One thing I do want to point out real quick is that they did use a completely different type of plastic for the window that really obscures anything on the inside, and I think that looks nice, as opposed to this, where this is incredibly visible here in the car mode. Kind of detracts a bit from the overall aesthetic, where this it's much more coherent, and even in these bright lights, you can kind of see it, but it's not like this. I think that this looks much better than this does, and just because it's showing me like right there next to Prowl. And then let's bring in Cordon. Bring back in Deep Cover. And because why not? Let's go for a Fire Department and Red Alert. So that's it for the vehicle mode. I'm going to change it to the robot mode, and I'll be right back because we all know how this transforms. If you don't know how it transforms, I did do a video on Sideswipe and Red Alert. I'm going to return with this in robot mode. Alright, getting him into robot mode, this is where we see a few departures from the original color scheme of Clampdown, or I should say the Diaclone version, which had red legs, but it does retain the red on the abdomen here. Now, even the Masterpiece had red legs, which I don't have the Masterpiece, unfortunately. I don't even have the Generation 1, or rather the eHobby. It is on the list to get, but I have yet to get it. But I do like this sort of this gray they used here. I do actually think it's nice. It separates the color and breaks it up a bit while not making it overly red and obtrusive, not making it too Red Alert. The blue here on his knees actually invokes those stickers from the original, which look really good. Of course, since he is a Red Alert retool, he does have Red Alert's head with the, let's see if you painted blue eyes, which you can kind of see in there. Hopefully that stays in focus. So I do like the little splashes of red on him to kind of harken back to that original. I think they did a good job with this deco overall. I think he looks actually excellent. It looks really good. Here he is with Red Alert. So I'm glad they actually do have a big difference here, and they look really good together, and they look like separate characters. So I think the color scheme on this is really working. Here he is with Deep Cover, which is a remold of Sideswipe. So he has a Sideswipe head. I think they kept this like this really nice. I love these two. And just a group shot of these three. And finally, here's a group shot of the Autobot, Fire, and Police team. So in conclusion, there has been a lot of this mold coming around. We knew we were going to get this for some time. At least I did. It was absolutely just a given after we got deep cover. So I've been expecting this for a long time. Now, it being an exclusive is kind of a bummer. It is also short packed. That's also a bummer. So it's hard to get. And that, I think, is a misstep for someone who actually has been waiting for this thing. Going out and hunting isn't exactly what I like to do anymore. Gas is very expensive and it makes it very hard to do. Pre-orders are also hard to get with this guy, and luckily I was able to get him on pre-order, and then I was actually able to find him in store. So good luck trying to find him. I hope that you're able to. He is a really good figure. I think he's excellent. I don't have a lot of mold degradation besides what you saw with the legs. And the other problem I have, that paint being really easily scratchable in the back, so please be careful with that. The joints on mine are okay. I have seen some reports on Twitter of people having an issue with this. This one's fine. All the joints in here are super tight, really good. I appreciate that. I've had some issues with joints lately, and this one is an exception to that. It is solid, and I appreciate that. He looks great. I love him, and I hope you do too. So anyway, thanks for watching, and thanks for sticking through to the end. I'll be back with the next review soon.